So Albert, you've been writing your own blog for just about a year. You've recently joined the Patheos Catholic website, and you're recently converted to Catholicism from being an evangelical. And in a good-natured way, with a lot of humor, you've been really challenging Catholics to be better in many ways. First of all, can you tell me a bit about your conversion experience? What drew you to Catholicism?
Well, really, like you say, I've been an evangelical for the first 15 years, really, since I was in high school. And then I began to ask questions about Catholicism. Actually, it was an evangelical pastor who first asked me. He said, "What's more important, the Bible or tradition?" And I kind of said, "Well, of course, the Bible." But then I did a little research where the Bible came from, and that's where I kind of found that actually tradition put the Bible together. And it was the Catholic Church, that tradition, that authority that put together the Bible. And in reading those early church fathers, like the very first and second generation Christians, and seeing what they understood the Christianity to be was really what sealed the deal for me.
And so you became a Catholic just Easter of this year, and you've really lost no time in acting as a Catholic and speaking to your brethren very boldly, and you've been calling out Catholics. You have headings which include Catholics figure out what you believe already, Catholics take off your coats and stay a while, Catholics sing like you mean it, and Catholics, you're in the very presence of God, act like it. So tell me about those messages you're trying to give, and what experience do they come from?
Yeah, well, like you say, I try and do it in a lighthearted way. My blog is called The Cordial Catholic, so I try and be cordial in the things that I say. But as Catholics, we're there in the presence of the Lord in a very real sense, for me, in a more real sense than I ever was as an evangelical. And I just kind of wanted to shake up my Catholic brethren and say, hey, look at this, you guys may not realize this, but someone like me chose to join this church because of this. Don't take it for granted. Catholics have a very hard time defending their faith. And what I thought I knew about Catholicism as a Protestant from even some of my Catholic friends, once I actually read Catholic theologians and read Catholic authors and read the Catechism, I realized that even what the Catholics that I knew explained to me was totally wrong in most cases. And they didn't know their faith. And this faith is so rich and it's so logical and rational and so complete and really encompasses the whole person, the whole of creation. It explains everything much better than my kind of piecemeal evangelical faith tradition did. And I want other Catholics to know that and to realize that.
What has the reaction been like? I mean, has there been gratitude, defensiveness, hostility from Catholics who are reading what you're putting out there?
Well, I remember when I first posted my first article that kind of went viral, like 100,000 shares and 200 comments, and it was a little overwhelming because I didn't expect that to happen, but it was mostly pretty positive feedback. A lot of cradle Catholics saying thank you. I didn't understand this about my faith. I didn't understand this is what this meant, and now I'm equipped to share this. I had a lot of new converts or just converts in general contact me and say, you know what, this is exactly my experience. Thank you for writing this. And it's been incredible because I have a chance to share my thinking and share what God's doing and through me with an even larger audience now, which I'm completely humble and grateful for. It's incredible.
The Cordial Catholic by Albert Little can be found on the Catholic channel at patheos.com. Reporting for Currents, I'm Conrad Aderer.